Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. This is episode 16. Last time in Disco Elysium, we did a lot of stuff, didn't we? Right? We talked to the ravers, right? We set up some. Well, we didn't set it up yet, but we were making the plans for the nightclub and told them to stay straight, no drugs and whatnot. Which is very uncharacteristic for our previous like our demeanor up until now, since we've been like an electrochemistry addict. But we're getting better, right? We're doing better right now, and we also did talk to Titus and finally kind of started cracking his shell. We found out that Klaasje, who we talked to at the very beginning of the game, is actually a very important character, and we definitely need to talk to her about the sexual assault that was happening. Or I need to bleep that, actually. That is unfortunate, but it is what it is, right? Like YouTube rules. First 30 seconds saying SA ain't gonna work with YouTube. But yeah. We did a lot of other stuff, right? We found a little bit more about the armor, and we found out that like the Sunday friend of our boy over here is somewhere along the coast, so we might have to check that out as well. And we're still waiting on some info on the armor and some other stuff that's kind of sizzling in the background. And somebody, actually, one of the commenters told me, thank you very much, that I might be good to check back in with our good friend Everard Clare. Yeah, I was like blanking on the name for a second. Yeah, we could be checking back in with Everard. So there's that as well. We still don't have anything on the door over here, but maybe Klaasje can help us with that. Either way, as the music started to become a little bit silent, we are going to knock on that door again, and hopefully it works this time.
The door is closed.
Who is it?
A woman's voice answers, muffled by the door.
Tired. Controlled.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
Let's try it. You don't want to snoop too much. Hotel bill calculations. Looked like she had an extended stay. Piles of dirty clothes, a woman's. Yeah, I mean that's pretty box standard, I would say. Let's actually close the door just for privacy reasons. We don't want to. Maybe we don't want our conversation to be heard. What do we? She's made around 4 months of payments for this room. Ooh, okay, long-term stay, right? I don't know if she hears that. Cabinet?
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
We'll look at the medications, of course.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
It's quite a collection there.
Anything of note?
He asks in a lowered voice. Search the bottles.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoparidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra. Nacra? This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
Okay. I mean, it could mean that she herself might come into that, or might be careful about opioid overdoses because she's taking, but maybe it's also because she's like in the scene, right? Like she's doing a lot of parties, and opioids are very frequent especially in like the party scene. So I mean, it's more probably like ecstasy and whatnot and cocaine, but narca opioid antagonist.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Okay.
You could say he's on the lookout. Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gottwaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
I mean, we're not bad at electrochemistry at the moment. It's not like we can... No, inventory's blocked. It's a white check, so it's fine.
A bright orange bottle with
Yes.
peptide stamped on it, in sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
Yeah, let's explore that. What's so exciting about the orange bottle?
It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
Trucker speed, huh? Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Preptide.
Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
Told Kim about it. No, we're not gonna take it in secret. Shut up. Just take it in plain sight. No, it's always super funny if we fail a check, so we're gonna try it.
Silently, the bottle slides into your palm. Then, as you turn, into your pocket. Feels so sleek and beautiful. You got it. Here comes the afterburner. Time to become a super detective again, Harry.
Electrochemistry is
little hand.
back on the menu, boys. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, I shouldn't be celebrating that, to be honest. This is not good for us, okay? This is the problem with addictive drugs. Hey, PSA over here. The problem with addictive drugs is even if they make us feel good, the problem is once we're used to them, when we don't have the drug, we feel worse than we would normally feel. Right? Our body always compensates. It's always like our body compensates and suddenly it's like, oh, you don't have the drug anymore. I expected you to have the drug. And so now my compensation becomes an overcompensation and I feel like shit. Right? No matter in which direction it goes, obviously it's more complex than that, but it is always an issue.
It's been used quite a lot. This toothbrush belongs to someone who doesn't give a damn about her teeth.
All right, good to know. You see the yard below. The corpse is no longer there. Oh, that's interesting. She's looking right at the yard, right? So she's looking right at like the corpse. That's super interesting. Okay. So, very important. We are going to speak to Klaasje, so it might be good to have some stuff. I mean, I like optimized my outfit. It's still a shame that I can't like carry around the outfit. Actually, let me get cigarettes for that intelligence boost. Oh, motorics and psyche, but minus morale. Let's do some speed. Holy shit, not right now though. We probably don't need physique. I'm actually gonna take this one into my hands. I think morale damage is actually pretty okay for that, but it's probably gonna unlock something. I know it's gonna unlock something when we take it. Unlock an old habit or something, yeah. The problem we have here is I would like to get to a point. Honestly, I probably don't need interfacing that much. Probably need more electrochemistry, esprit de corps. We got visual calculus, which is probably okay, but it's like cop code. But we need that. Maybe we can like communicate with Kim. I know, like, I'm sorry. I'm in the menu again, trying to optimize our like thingy. Don't need visual calculus that much, so we go Esprit de Corps. Doesn't look that great. Esprit de Corps and Shivers. Shivers is always good to like read the city a little bit. We don't need physical instrument. We could use some conceptualization, but I don't want to lose like the suggestion. So, instruments, Shivers, -2 authority. I don't want -2 authority. I'm sorry. Empathy, very important. Very important for the empathy bonus. Let me see. A normal shirt with rhetoric, but minus on empathy. I don't want that. Composure, Shivers. I mean, I'd rather take that, right? Suggestion and minus on half-light, which is not great. +1 on drama on this one. Sexualization, but that's the jacket, right? Half-light for the gloves. Not. I mean, we don't need half-light, so I'm like not looking for that necessarily. What do we have? Encyclopedia, -1 on perception. I think perception is better right now. Logic, -1 on authority. Always a trade-off, isn't it? -1 on perception, +1 on Inland Empire. I hate it. Encyclopedia is cool, but I don't think we need it as much. Savoir-faire is... I need to remind myself what exactly savoir-faire is. Let me see. We got a new level up, by the way, which is neat. To move with silent footsteps, groove to a good beat, and lift useful evidence. Also makes you a cooler cop. Athletic flair will certainly impress the citizenry. I don't need the athletic flair necessarily. Oh god, I already got like the drug thoughts again. Do we entertain them? That's the question. I don't know if we want the Shivers then. Half-Light is just like threaten people. I don't want to threaten Klaasje, so I don't need Half-Light necessarily. So I could like go for the suggestion. The Esprit de Corps is okay. We don't have a bonus on it, but that's fine. It's so hard. It's so hard. We don't want minus on empathy. I mean, the best really is visual calculus and Esprit de Corps, right? Because we like... You know what I hate about this outfit? We look like shit. That's what I hate about it. I don't want to look like shit. Okay? Empathy, definitely. Composure is good, but doesn't necessarily. Drama and electrochemistry is cool, of course. But this is not an outfit. Pain threshold, volition, less empathy, less authority. We don't want less authority. We got Inland Empire on this. We got drama on that. I'm rather doing drama, even if Inland Empire is super fun most of the time. Logic, what do you have here? Encyclopedia. We could go for logic, but minus on suggestion isn't great. Conceptualization and minus on suggestion. I mean, it's okay, I guess. It's okay, I guess. Oh god, we look so old. No, I can't, like... Looks even worse. Go back. No, go back. Encyclopedia minus on perception. This is what's bugging me. Logic. I don't want to lose authority. I could lose visual calculus, but I don't want to lose the bonus on like the visual perception because I really like that one. Oh, there's visual calculus and minus on trauma. I don't know. +1 on shivers. Oh, that's actually good. I don't need physical instrument right now. We got like 1 on shivers. Volition, pain threshold. We got electrochemistry and reaction speed is minus. Ah, but we got like a better one here because like we don't want to lose the reaction speed, I think. -1 on suggestion is kind of shitty, but I think, like, depending on what we can do, maybe we have something that raises suggestion as well. Core, drama, conceptualization, half-light, calculus, speed, interfacing, logic, -1 on suggestion again, +1 on suggestion, -1 on half-light. What do I decide? I think I need to be in tune with my partner. I need to be in tune with Kim to actually. +1 on perception is great though, as opposed to like empathy. What do we need it on though? We have -2 on physical instrument, -1 on perception, and -1 on savoir-faire right now. And we also have -1 on suggestion. We don't want to have like the minuses on the suggestion. So what can we do? Remove that. So, and where do we have like the -1 on the perception? Which one? These classes. With the encyclopedia. Okay. Remove the encyclopedia. Fuck it. We need a t-shirt that gives us, a shirt that gives us something that is not compromising. Got +1 on drama, but that looks like shit in my opinion. Yes! Yes, fashion is important, my dear friends. Not Empire and Volition. Nah, we're going for shivers. Physical instrument is not what I need right now, so I'm looking for an undershirt that actually works, that doesn't look like shit. And I don't find it. And it's like, it's bugging me. It's killing me. It's absolutely 100% killing me. I guess we're going for the shirt with physical instrument. It's not removing anything, I guess. I mean, we might as well go for the drama in this case. Because, like, we are good at drama anyway. Physical instrument was... It is what it is. We don't need the minus on savoir-faire is fine. We just need... I do want to keep my authority and visual calculus. I want to keep my perception. Alright, you know what? We cancel each other out. -1 trauma, +1 trauma. We're fine. We're fine, right? We're trauma queens. We are fine anyway. Okay, what would I like to have more of? Probably suggestion. If I look at all of these things here. Right now, I probably want / need suggestion. Yeah, reaction speed is fine. Interfacing is fine. Composure is mostly fine. I want to go into suggestion. Alright.
Now that you've acquired some stimulants,
I knew it.
It's time for a little pick-me-up. Time to detect.
Will it make me into a supercop, though?
It'll make you into more than that. A megacop.
Of course, a megacop.
This is your modus operandi. This is how you've done it for years. Let's go.
And where did that lead us? Wait, but Kim is here. He'll be disappointed.
See? That's your problem. A lack of confidence. Speed can help you with that. And, Kim, it can help you with everything.
It's gonna be really bad for my health, isn't it?
It's not ideal, no. But you need the zeal. Let's face it, you're never going to finish this case without cheating.
Okay, my body's ready. Let's do this. I'm not doing this right now.
This is so unprofessional of you. Think you can ignore this? Your moral compass telling you to sniff it? Guess again. You'll be back here soon. You'll get the chance to choose more wisely.
You've passed up your chance to start using speed for now, but don't worry. The option to use it becomes available again in 1 hour.
Like a real addiction, my friends. Like a real addiction. Actually, I think we're done with it, right? We can't even do it right now. We could be like, alright, give me some speed, and then it's like, no. No. You passed the opportunity. Alright, let's go up. Let's talk to the lass. Oh, okay. So bedroom is up here. Hastily made. Okay, what's that on the window?
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Well, we're gonna run our fingers across it, of course.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
This window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
So what happened with the window, right? Did it happen inside, right? Like here? Oh. Yeah. The smell of cigarette smoke is in the air. Astra meant cold coffee and an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. Look, a handful of dried white wildflowers.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
Move your hand fast!
You catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a maybell. The young woman looks at the maybell in your hand, just a glance, then takes a drag of her cigarette. The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod.
Kim is so positively reinforcing, it's insane. He's so understanding, and then he's like, nice one, dude. It's so great.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other.
Her hair is still slick from the shower.
Mm-hmm.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Stir cleaning lady, I think I need one. What? No time for pleasantries. We have questions for you. No. Nice view you got there.
It's much nicer now.
Eyes wander north towards the yard.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
There is something in her light brown eyes, a sadness, when she thinks about the death of that man.
Oh, interesting. I wouldn't expect that from a victim, right? I do wonder if that was an excuse for her, right? Like I don't know what, sorry about that, I just got distracted by something, I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. I don't know if she's... Maybe she used, like, the guy as an excuse, or what she was saying, like she was, S8, maybe that was, like, either, like, of course it could have really happened, we don't know that yet, or there's more to it, and there's some more complicated stuff going on, and maybe she said that to Titus, or Titus kind of overheard it, and she kind of, like, feels it is her responsibility because she said that the guy got hanged here. I don't know. I mean, we'll have to talk to her and find out, right? You mentioned the cleaning lady. I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
It has. Disco Infernum. Hell, you know not of which... of which... Hell, you know no of which you speak. There are vortices of dark energy present, but not to hell, to another place, a third place, much different from our world. Is it the Pale? No, I just trashed the place. Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the Infernum.
She quit, huh?
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I have seen in my life. And I have seen a few.
I mean, at least she likes us, right? That is already big plus.
Oh yeah. Life gets hard, but we go on.
The chorus of the 35 single, megaphoning the entire human race, instills you with the fuck it all swagger that prompts one to plow into grannies on your morning stroll.
Yeah, fuck them kids, fuck them grannies. Just drive over them. It's gotten pretty hard in the meantime, but I go on. How long do you think until the heart wears us down? Things are only getting easier for me. I'm a policeman. To-do-do-do. To-do-do-do. Imitate a siren, okay. I didn't read that as a siren, but alright. No. It's gotten pretty hard in the meantime, but I go on.
I can see that. I'm glad all this onward going has brought you to me.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag on a menthol cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
Thank you, suggestion. That is very empathetic of you. What is your name, miss, for the record?
Klaasje Amandu.
Amandu. Okay.
Same name that Titus gave you. It sounds Oranese, as does her accent.
So basically, Dutch.
Her birthmarks also signal Oranje. You don't know why, but Oranese girls tend to come speckled with them.
Are you from Oranje?
Right, sir. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. I guess you could say I am an Oranese expatriate.
Expatriate?
Wasn't the tattoo on the hanged man an Oranese map of the waterways? The thought begins to form in your head, then dissipates. Something for later.
Interesting. If it's not too traumatizing for her, maybe we can ask her about the patterns.
A bad memory, officer.
Right.
The Republic of Oranje is a democratic nation on the Muindi Isola, north of here, over the sea and across the Pale. It is one of the 6 major Occidental nations to hold stake in the continued occupation of Revachol, the coalition. People consider it a reasonable superpower.
Reasonable?
They will make you into a fiscal colony, divert your natural resources, hold patents and shares, but they won't threaten to wipe you out anytime, like Revachol did in its prime.
So subterfuge rather than conquest. Interesting.
Of lilacs and lightning. Parks, glass. Duraluminium. Vredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. And night. At least it was for me.
So she's been a disco girl for a long time, I guess.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
The conference centers are filled with people who get angry at you if you do something wrong.
Strict rules, right? A lot of social norms. Maybe she felt suffocated there.
Sooner or later, everyone does.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
She takes a drag. What do you do, miss? What's your specialization?
Something stupid.
What's that?
Oranese lit.
What's Oranese lit?
Oranese literature.
Oh.
It's what I studied at the university.
She raises both eyebrows. What is Oranese literature about? I'm just asking questions. That's my MO, okay? I'm asking questions.
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
It's kind of funny. I mean, it doesn't, like... I don't agree. I think, like, there is differences, but, if you're part of a world, right, like, let's say in our world, the West, obviously, there's a lot of patterns of folk tales and like social ideals versus kind of growing pains of civilization that match between the different nations. So yeah, I mean, she's not wrong that a lot of that overlaps, especially the stuff that, I mean, it's the fundamental human experience, right? Suffering, fear of death, fear of failure. That's not something that's unique to a certain nation, even though it might come out more in the literature of some of the nations, rather than others.
What about Revacholian literature? People sometimes reveal things about themselves when they discuss such matters.
Revacholian lit too?
No. Revacholian lit is about how magnificent and serious Revachol is. It's about how you have to save the world.
I do feel like the urge to save the world, yes. I do feel the urge to save the world, yes. I guess that's why I'm not, why I'm on this case. The world is unimportant. I want to hear about you. That's an interesting approach, actually. In this moment, that is true.
Strange. Usually the Revacholian hero does not save women.
She breathes in the mental flavored fume, savoring it, and breathes out. Oh, okay.
It's a frivolous pursuit. He saves all of mankind instead.
The idealist, right? As if that is ever a possibility to save everybody, even if you're trying your best.
She seems quite relaxed for a victim of assault. But, of course, what seems should not be your priority.
Yeah, of course. Masking is, not too unusual, although I would have expected more of, her to be a little bit more out of it. But, first of all, it depends when did it happen, how far did it go, right? And it also depends how her coping mechanisms work, right? Like, if she has been... If she grown up learning that you don't show if you've been hurt, right? Or if she expects people to take advantage of that, obviously her MO would be to hide that as good as she can, to be as relaxed as she, or appear as relaxed as she can be. At the same time, I do feel like she does seem to like us as people, don't seem to think that we're kind of that we're bad people. So maybe she would be less relaxed around us because she can be and wouldn't expect us to take advantage of that. It depends where she stands in this whole conflict, or if she's just a bystander that got caught in the crossfire, basically. Berenice Lid, what do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
How do you make money then? Money is very important.
Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Berenice Lit.
Interesting. Being what?
Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranje 37.
Smiles. Okay, fond memories then. Yeah, it feels like especially that last term seems to awaken some fond memories in her. I don't know how she smiles, but if she smiles a normal, natural smile, I would assume that.
It's the world's most tired smile.
Oh, okay, thank you, empathy. 37 has been a long time, so there's a lot of history between then and now, right? It's like more of a... Man, that's been a lot of time, right? That's what maybe that smile expresses. Looking back at the time when you were more naive, your world was a lot more closed down. You didn't... Right? I mean, it could also be a smile of I was at the peak of my, whatever, life, game, happiness. Doesn't feel like that. It's not a sad smile.
Of course she won a beauty pageant. She's very symmetrical.
Okay, visual calculus. Symmetry is attractive, that's true, but also most people do have some asymmetry in their figure, form, in their face. Could we take a look at your passport?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Okay.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, interesting. I can see that, right? So... Possible that if your travel documents get stolen, you could be stuck here, right? And then the someone who stole it from you, if they want to, have some power over you, right? Or even if they just stole it from you to sell it to somebody else and you'll never see it again, it's really difficult, especially in a place where the police doesn't have as much power and where there's a lot of crime going on. Nah, I think she's told us her real name. I mean, we can test, though.
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Klaasje Mondu. It's a weird name.
Well, but that's what somebody who is lying would say, wouldn't...
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
I believe her. Okay, then.
Okie dokie.
Pours herself more coffee.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements.
Thank you, that's it, for the record.
The record. So official.
Nice room you've got here. Interesting. How would we proceed with that?
Yeah, it's pretty deluxe.
What are you doing here in the Whirling Rex?
I'm wintering.
Wintering? Oh, okay.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Okay.
The bills downstairs concur.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here on the Insulindian Isola.
Came to see the new world. It's a tourist thing.
Okay.
This is by far not the only reason she's here. She isn't overtly hiding it either.
What happened to the old New World?
It turned out to be a Zarath-infested third world slum.
Zarath?
Called Ilmara, and it didn't. Even after the Mesk colonized it 7 ways from Sunday, it's an industrial powerhouse.
Okay.
I'm wintering.
How long have you been
About 4 months.
The bills downstairs.
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
In Revachol.
I always wanted to see the only city in the world in the worst time of the year. It's a tourist thing.
This is by far not the only reason she's here.
I'm wintering.
How long?
About 4.
The bills.
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez. I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
Are you a washed-up disco has-been? You're too young to call yourself a disco has-been. She kind of is, right? 28, that's not a lot. No, this is Sassy Town. It's where the future of dance lies. Okay. I'm
really not.
You really are, kind of, compared to me, right?
I'm wintering.
How long?
About 4.
The bills.
Here in the Whirling, because
In the
it's
Whirling.
the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell.
Okay, interesting. That window you got to is pretty new.
It is.
She moves slightly to your left to check her reflection.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. He finds the answer unsatisfying.
Yes, he does. Me too, by the way, but it's okay. Got quite a collection of prescription drugs down there.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
He says without any discernible irony.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her. No, don't listen to the stiff. Be cool.
Narcomania is nothing to be proud of, miss. It's quite impressive. How did you amass such a hoard? You know, we're going for this, right? We're not authoritarian.
With money, sir. It's not exactly the NT-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The Anti-Star is, or was, a Vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do drugs.
Oh, you don't say.
He did so many drugs, he eventually mutated into a corpse.
Collection includes Narca, an opioid antagonist.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Okay.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
His tone isn't aggressive, just inquisitive.
Better safe than sorry.
Takes a drag and smiles. Okay. You seem to have, among other things, Preptide?
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments.
Like what?
Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours. Not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a merit speed molecule, basically.
She knows that. That's interesting. Cool, I took some for personal use. That's all as far as that goes.
Very funky. Okay.
A pensive drag. Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Interesting. We can talk about the room again. We still got some answers, but I want to go for the flower.
She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
That's also a thing, right? I mean, I know the corpse has been bloated as fuck, but if there was SA happening, is there a possibility we would see signs of that on the corpse?
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style?
Sudden change of, like, are we suddenly changing the topic, or why was it there?
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
How did it get up there?
Or an admirer?
Any admirers, miss? Ooh. It could be hard, but we're gonna ask it anyway.
Admirers? I'm too old to be a debutante. And this place is no fashionable society.
She looks over the ratings at the plaza below. Does she look at the plaza below, though?
Question avoided. Let's conclude that she has admirers. Plenty of them. She looks at chipped white.
Pretty. All right. I like it sudden.
Okay, so that was us changing the topic. They tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult?
Raises your eyebrows.
I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Yeah. Were you sexually assaulted?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
It's another term for it. She takes a quick drag, unperturbed.
Yes.
Kim approves of my approach, okay?
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Actually, it's already afternoon.
Is it?
Kind of. Somewhat. Squinting, she takes a look around. The spring sun is high in the sky. People pass below.
It is afternoon. Time flies, man.
So were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
Okay. So it's complicated, right? Because, like, otherwise she was like, no, he would never do that, or whatever, right? But maybe they had a thing, right?
By him, she must mean the victim.
Yeah, I do think so.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
The question is, do I believe her? I mean, she's a hard-boiled egg for sure, right? She seems like she's seen some shit and just like dealt with it. Pretty hard to tell.
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now.
Okay.
I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
Okay. That's fair, right? I saw him for like an entire week. I'm sorry about that,
I know
by the way.
it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
I just asked you to spice things up. For us?
Pretty much.
She raises her coffee cup in her hands. Yeah. Like... almost like she's getting a little bit... uncomfortable.
Warming them.
Okay. Right, interfacing corrected us. What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
It partied. Where have I heard that before? Like a birthday party? Yeah. What kind of partying? Point to your bloated face. The kind I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Sorry, I was unfamiliar with your game. Okay? Harder than this? I didn't know it was possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
Ooh, okay. I mean, he died, but that was outside circumstances, right?
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Were feelings involved?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
The lieutenant's voice is quiet.
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
Yeah.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about? Apprehension? With longing. She misses him.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
Yeah, it must have been hard for you, seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
I mean, seeing somebody close to you die? Or very close to dying? I mean, like, right after dying? That's trauma.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
She was the one, okay.
Jackpot.
Call reporting the hanging, that was here.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Yeah, that's fine.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
Before we go, if it's snitching, then why do it?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
It's morbid.
Tearing off his armor, demeaning him, throwing rocks at him.
Carla's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it. Interesting.
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into the cold wire.
So, she's God's mystery foam cutter.
And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't want to tell Guard.
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry. Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Seems like you had some idea. That was nifty.
Thanks.
She manages a smile.
She looks a bit like a little girl who's just been complimented on her bike repair skills.
Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
No, that's understandable, right?
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
He would, right? And if we wouldn't be here, maybe he would not have been hanging there for an entire fucking week. How do the Hardy Boys know you? No, you know what? What did they hang him for if not rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here.
I mean, we know that, right?
Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was...
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
Yeah.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
How do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now.
And how did you meet? I mean, probably here, right?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously.
Yeah.
But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Okay, I mean, that's fine.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
Could that be why they lynched him? Jealousy?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason.
Okay.
I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
I don't know. I mean, that's not necessarily the case, right? It can. It can in many ways, right? We're gonna talk about like power dynamics. And especially like probably men who are from rougher neighborhoods. There's more like less moral boundaries. Not necessarily always, of course, right? Like you grow up in violence, you grow up with like hard power dynamics. You're gonna be more likely to engage in that kind of game, right? Engage in the kind of like power dynamics. And see that as a valid thing, as like a thing that is maybe not normal, but that is a common occurrence. I don't know if I actually don't want to ask the are you sure you were in rape? But we are just to see, like to close, to tie up loose ends and to see if there's some interesting response coming from that.
I'm 89% sure.
That's not 99. Does that mean you're 11% not sure?
You know how it is.
Do you?
How is it then?
Maybe you don't know.
Ashline's on her jumpsuit. No, I'm asking the question because I want you to describe it for me.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium, not raped here.
I would like to say 2, but I don't know if it's not too just emotionally affirming. I don't know if she's gonna react negatively to that, or at least like close off. It sounds like something happened and you don't want to acknowledge it. I don't want to use my authority here. I don't think that's a good idea. First of all, I don't think she reacts well to authority. She respects the police, right, the RCM, but she's not... Like, she's kind of a rebel, right? A free spirit, if you want. And I don't want to ask Kim necessarily, because Kim, as much as I love him, has the tendency to be like, it's fine, be too empathetic, maybe, in some cases. Maybe even projecting in some ways. Okay. I start with 2.
I'm sure there is one person in the world who does.
There's none.
I mean, there are so many people. But let me make this clear. The man who was hanged from that tree did not rape me.
Perfect. Okay.
The wording, the verbal eye roll. She's almost disgusted with the platitude you served up.
Yeah, I thought so. Right. Let's try this again, because...
I'm 89%. You know how it...
Do you? There are new...
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium, not raped here.
Sounds like something happened you don't want to acknowledge it.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be as flippant if I had been?
Sometimes yes. That's the thing. That's the thing. Sometimes yes. I know, like, juries in like in big cases, they look at something like that and they're like, nah, that didn't happen. She wouldn't be as flippant. No. Sometimes yes, it's a defense mechanism, right? I mean, I don't want to talk her into it, obviously. That's also a thing that you can do as somebody who's like taking a statement, or somebody who's a therapist, and you talk somebody into believing that they've had a traumatic experience, because obviously memory is something that is like changeable after the fact, right? With new information and whatnot. So you can convince somebody that something happened. Obviously not if it didn't happen at all, but unless they're psychotic. But you can convince somebody something happened by just changing their perspective on it and being like, okay, but if you look at it from this way, then this particular moment, it could have been, right? So I don't want to put words in her mouth. I believe her if she says that right here. Either it's actually the case, or she absolutely doesn't want to talk about it, and then it's fine too, right? I can't do anything about that. But sometimes, yes, you can be as flippant as that. Because it's a defense mechanism. It's like, everything is fine, nothing is wrong, right? But you're overcompensating almost. It's like a lot of people would like treat something like rape with an extreme, or what, like with more seriousness as she does. It's almost like she's leaning into that whatever kind of feeling. But I do think that I believe her that maybe the guy didn't rape her, right? But that's the problem like with SA. Because it's not just like, it's a defense mechanism, I said that, but deeper than that, you gotta understand that once you admit that something like that happened to you, it can be shattering for your self-image, right? Especially because of the stigma and the connotations that exist in society about it. You do feel like something happened to you, and you did either almost willingly did nothing to stop it, even though you didn't like it, didn't enjoy it, hated it afterwards, or something happened to you and you wanted to stop it, but you didn't have the power to, right? It makes you feel like you were not in control. It makes you feel like you were powerless. If you had the self-image of an independent, strong woman, right? And then something like this happens to you, obviously there's a lot of thoughts going through your head, potentially. And one of them being like, I'm not as strong as I thought I would be, right? I thought something like this would never happen to me. I'm strong, I'm like independent, whatnot, and now suddenly you're not, because somebody took that power away from you. They took that strength away from you. You feel weak, you feel vulnerable. And obviously, that can be a defense mechanism to be like, no, this didn't happen. I'm convincing myself that it didn't happen, because if it didn't happen, then I can still be this strong, independent person in my own mind. I think a natural or like a better way to process this would to acknowledge it happened, to acknowledge that it is not your fault, and to also understand that it doesn't make you a weaker person. But that is hard to do with all of the societal norms that we have. Like I said, the stigma, all of these things, and the feeling of helplessness in that moment, right? We need to acknowledge it happened, and that's painful. But yeah, I mean, that is just in the case that it happened. For now, I've chosen to believe her that it didn't. Because I think that's like the respectful thing to do, even if it did happen and she doesn't want to talk about it. And she's like, no, it didn't happen. I can't change that. All I would be doing is making her more angry, more furious, more unstable, hurt her with it, right? So the only moment when somebody this happened to can actually start to acknowledge and process it is when it's coming from them, right? You can push a little bit and be like, are you sure about, right? And like push and prod and ask in a very sensitive manner if you can. But if there's nothing coming back and she's like shutting down and denying it, it's either the truth or she isn't ready for it. So that's all we can do.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Ten looks at you. I want to see if there's something we can ask, or if that's just the same old dialogue. I had something else before we go, a little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Volition legendary. Look her in the eye. Ooh, okay, you know what? Let's talk about the room again for a second.
Yeah?
No?
All right.
Talk more about this so-called assault? No, we already asked that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m. drinking coffee, most likely.
Dealing with your hangover. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do.
Now that you've acquired some stimulants, it's time for a little pick-me-up. Time to detect.
It's not gonna increase our volition, though, is it? It might. It might help us with volition. Okay, let me see. Is there a way to check that?
You raise the peptide bottle, press one nostril closed, and inhale furiously with the other. The rush is almost immediate. It tastes bitter and caustic, and stings a bit inside your nose.
Good to have you back, Officer Megacop. The world has been waiting.
Now the taste is slowly receding into your throat. The rush is growing in intensity, your little heart pounding like a bird in a cage. A sweat breaks out across your brow. Your jaw clenches. And, let's be honest, there's a little chest pain. The good kind.
The good kind, of course.
You may want to blast a nosophed or something.
Let's do that.
You could work with this high. Like, literally work. Solve the case. File some papers. Maybe clean up your hostel room. Then solve another case. Then start a side investigation into the paranatural. Then build a radio computer.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Mania, here we come.
Whoa, this shit is strong. This shit is disco. Time for a little truth. Tell the lieutenant you did some. Clear the air.
Okay, I did a little speed. I hope you don't mind. It was for professional reasons. It's great. Are there any downsides to this at all? Cool. Let's boogie. Finish thought and spring to action.
I'm not your mother. I don't care. Do what you have to do.
As long as you remain functional, he thinks. Now, let's get back to work.
Cool. Let's boogie.
Spring. Everything is clear around you. You're ready to concentrate on the next task in the task chain.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a speed button. Speed gives +1 to motoric skills. Perception, reaction speed, hand-eye coordination, savoir-faire, interfacing, and composure. This is good before a white check, but damages your morale.
Officer, it's a fine...
This didn't change anything.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
Oh, actually, my friends, I think I have a glitch. Yeah, I think I have a visual glitch, actually. That's fine, I wanted to not do the drugs anyway. Yes, thank you. Let me actually reload the last save, not this one. Wait, is the last save actually before we had the entire dialogue chain? That would be devastating. Okay, let me see. Gonna load this one up, and if it is, we're gonna just speed through the dialogue, okay? It's gonna be fine.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fume.
Why not?
Now that you've acquired some this is so unprofessional of you. Think you can
We are
ignore
back.
this? Your moral compass telling you to sniff it? Guess again.
You've passed up your chance.
There it is. A brave little army in your pocket. Already you regret it, looking at the pack. But don't worry. You can come back to this later. The army of smokes is honorable and faithful to you. You have your entire life to return to it.
You actually do, and that's insane.
You've passed up your chance to start smoking cigarettes for now, but don't worry.
I want to see, like, what effect does cigarettes have again? I didn't, It's intellect, right? And we got psyche and motorics, but, that's interesting because, like, is it doing one of the other, like, one of the two, or is it, I'm not sure. This is hard. Because, like, technically, if it boosts psyche, it should boost our, like, volition as well. Strange. I mean, either way, we can look if we can maybe dress up in something that's increasing our volition. Hello, Klaasje. Don't mind us changing right in front of you. That's gonna be fine, right? You're used to this stuff. Let's go Inland Empire. But also Volition. Volition and Pain Threshold. Oh, it's an undershirt. That's cool. I didn't know that. Okay, we got 2 Volition more, which isn't a lot. But it is something.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Can we? Can we? No, we can't. Okay, we're gonna do this again. Quick save. And we'll see if it... We can't do it probably, I assume. Yeah. We can just start using it at a specific point. Let's try it without it then.
What a nice day.
She looks back. Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile.
We were so close.
Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit.
Muscle and long white bones. Okay. What is happening?
Nothing. Just time passing. Don't worry. You are not a fool. Anything out of the ordinary and you would be notified. Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. Get back to detecting.
Am I being beguiled?
She presses her elbows against her waist and slowly turns her head. Her hair brushes her shoulders, making a small hissing sound, almost imperceptible.
Avert your
The
eyes.
strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Alright, I don't know what that's about. It might be good that we failed it. We look at Volition again. Keep your morale up. Okay. Urges you to be a good guy to others and yourself. Resist temptation. Interesting. In a bottle or between a pair of legs. Or at the end of an iron barrel, which promises oblivion. It gives you the will to finish the investigation, proving your morale one of the 2 health pools in the game. Interesting that this was like... So maybe we were tempted and failed the volition check, but suddenly... I mean, we might have not been consciously tempted, but like just tempted out of like desires of our own. But it feels like all of the other checks kind of protected us from what was happening. Interesting. We gotta revisit that again. It's a white check, so... Right, I wanna see what this is.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Where does this
I don't
lead
know,
to?
Lieutenant Euphrator.
Makes a note.
It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
I think it's important.
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case.
It is. It is.
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
See, Kim says I'm right. The main event and door below are merging into a stereo investigation.
I hate it when that happens.
Push.
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets. Sounds like it's heavy, too. Very sturdy. Must be something valuable inside to go through the trouble of protecting it. The door is very sturdy indeed.
This is a 1%. We just lose 1 health, right? If we do it. It's fine. We'll try it. We're gonna fail, but we try it anyway. Of course. This wasn't good.
You kick it, gung-ho style. entering the premises style. But the door fails to respect the force. All you hear is the bar rattling inside, laughing at you.
That damn bar!
All right.
It's gonna be
Let's
sorry.
trash the place.
Klaasje approves, okay.
Let's not.
That's fine. We're gonna regain some health. Yeah, it is what it is, boys. We are not physically strong. We are a washed out, washed down detective. Let's close the door. Let's be respectful. Actually, yeah, I mean, I would like to talk somewhere where there's like a little bit more privacy. We can't go in there, right? Kim, can we go in your room? No, we can't. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's talk to the boy.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Why did you tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something is off
You
here.
think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things.
Yeah, like I said, maybe there's more to the story, right?
The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
I do suspect the same thing. Yeah, let's... This is like a closed door for now, I do agree. It's interesting, maybe I can talk to her alone, right? Because we have some things that we can do without Kim, and sometimes it's better to be alone. She seems to, like, find us, at least sympathetic, right? We're kind of, like, on the same partying spirit, right? So there's that question. But also think we made a pass at her right at the beginning. I mean, she was forgiving with that, but... Hunt the Hardy Boys with what Klaasje told us. We can do that. Ask the scab leader about the tattoos. Yeah. And the Sunday friend has gone for a stroll at the coast. All of these can be dealt with. Yeah, Jamrock Public Library should be open too. Right, so there's that as well. We still haven't done that. And that. So we got a lot to do, boys. Let's move. Oh. Alright. What can we say to guard?
Hey, was there something you needed?
I saw another thing.
Great. I love those.
No, I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna tell on her. I think we already paid the bill for tonight. Yes. I would confront the Hardy Boys, but I don't want to do it immediately. I think we're gonna do the other things first. Mainly because I feel like maybe additional information can come our way. And I don't want to, like... I don't want to compromise that. So let's talk to our friend here. And hope we're not... Oh, wait. Clothes again. I'm great. I'm optimizing our clothes. I need some more like physical instrument, I feel. Electrochemistry is not the way to go here. Pain threshold is good, volition is good. I like encyclopedia. We need perception. Threaten people. We're not good at half-light anyway, so I'm not sure if we want to threaten people. Visual calculus, logic, less authority. No, we don't want that. Speed of course and shiver is not bad. Pain threshold and half-light though is really good. We're gonna beef up. More pain thresholds. Maybe we can get some composure. Don't need savoir-faire anyway. That's physical instrument. We can like... I need as much physical instrument as I can get. Ooh, physical instrument and shivers, right? But it's gonna remove authority. We don't have that much authority to begin with, so... -2 on drama, we don't need drama that much. Empathy -1, -2 on savoir-faire, but everything else is up. Pain threshold is up a lot. I would like to, instead of pain threshold though, definitely increase our physical instrument if that is possible, so... Find something that we can do physical instrument on. Probably just the one that we just saw. Look, we got a main max, alright? Yeah. Let's go for this one on physical instrument. We actually could go physical instrument and shivers, but I don't want to lose the authority, so we'll go with that. I don't know if we're good enough with that. Suggestion is at 5, I think, right? I don't know if that's like with bonus or without bonus. We're gonna go for it though. Esprit de corps is not that great. Improve that. We would have to eliminate half-light, which we have +2, and pain threshold, we have +2 into. Right? Or do we have esprit de corps in anything that is different, right? Anything that can help us. That is like also pain threshold and or half-light. Shivers maybe. But that doesn't immediately help us. Get like 1 up on suggestion. Can we perceive? I want to perceive more. I think this is the best we can do, to be honest. But we might give up pain threshold and half-light because bro can't be intimidated anyway, so... yeah, we're gonna do another strat. What do we want with it? Shivers, probably. Holy shit, we look dapper. Yeah, physical instrument is good. Where do we have half-light? In the gloves? Okay, what can we do with gloves that is better? We got interfacing, which is pretty neat. Electrochemistry, we don't need that. Interfacing 2. Let's go with interfacing 2. Yeah, let's go with that setup.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
You can maybe be able to help me decipher some tattoos. Take out the picture.
Don't think so.
He grunts, barely glancing at it. They were on the body of the man who was hanged behind the cafeteria. What's on your kernel? Investigating a murder. These tattoos were on the victim's body. Of course. Forget about it. We're on, like, very thin ice when we used to. Still gonna say it.
Wordless, he takes the photo and looks at it. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving, hard as a stone. But beneath it, you see dead flesh in colourful rivers of polychrome, melting skin and hair.
Colorful rivers of polychrome, melting skin and hair.
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in.
While he cranes his neck side to side in size. Loincloths?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what the tattoos
What it
mean?
means.
Points to one tiny star in the web of lines away from the man's heart, almost on his stomach.
In what must have been Seminine.
I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here?
Yes.
Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission.
Benital is one of the inhabited islands of the Seminese archipelago
Near the Pale.
the Pale. Covered in jungle, it was anchor point for the Seminese nationalists in the proxy war held on the islanders' territory.
So Vietnam, basically. Something like that.
He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kipped villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
He licks his lips as if drunk suddenly.
With some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off.
Don't interrupt him. Like, he's saying, like, there's, like... I don't know if the pain is coming our way, or if this is just, like, getting graphic. If it's getting graphic, then fine.
Our boy, he's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon...
His voice gets strangely quiet, a long, long way from right to work. His gaze pierces the paper.
At dawn, he comes upon two kids, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe they were just making eyes at each other. I like to think they were breeding.
Oh, this is gonna get really graphic.
We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was nice. A little fat, you know, but not too old. She was quite the entertainment for the week she lasted. Expired in the hands of Sarge Mason. The kind of guy who'd make Chief there shit his pants and cry like a bitch.
Sarge Mason, the kind of guy who'd make Chief there. He nods towards the man on the gates. Would make Chief there shit his pants and cry like it. Okay. He means our dude, right?
God. Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits off her cold body and fucking ate them. Said primitive spirits were watching over him now.
Alright, full-on psychosis, okay.
Drowned in a creek a week later. Spirits my ass.
You were there?
No, I was in the domain, in Jamrock, being a bouncer.
I mean, of course he's not really a scab leader, but we're gonna ask it anyway.
Fucking mask is getting sweaty. I want to take my mask off. But
He's under orders, and orders are orders.
Interesting. Can I have it back? Oh, okay. You might not get it back.
go ahead.
Okay.
All right, now,
Free commerce! Keep the goods flowing! On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin is studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, littering his dead skin.
Are you a mercenary hired by Wild Pines? Am I asking him that loudly? Nah, look. Not right now. Joyce told us not to do it. We're not gonna stir it yet. It's gonna be fine. We got something out of him. And that's the important part. Yeah. Party boys, confront them. What can we do? I don't know. I mean, I don't think Shivers can help me in a convo. So we might go with visual calculus or something else. I don't want to go with Half-Light. Drama can definitely help us, I think. Let's go with this for now. Underneath, physical instrument. We keep physical instrument for now. I don't know what to expect with this dude. Do we have better pans? We probably don't. We don't. Visual calculus and trauma. Logic is good too. Minus on authority. We need authority for Titus. So we keep that on. Losing drama is not that bad. Pain thresholds. We are giving that up for something better. Not Shivers. Maybe you like counteract with drama. We could go like Volition and Inland Empire. This looks so ass. Keep the physical instrument. Get 1 in perception, 2 in interfacing, which is important, I feel. Encyclopedia versus logic. Minus on suggestion, so we're not gonna go for that. +2 logic. Minus 1 in perception, so we're not gonna go for that. I think that's good enough. I could go like for pain threshold instead of drama. Not that big a fan of that though. Where do we still got like electric from that? Okay, that's fine. I don't mind that. Yeah, I don't think we get further than that. And just to remind us, we can go motoric psyche with that, and we can go like intellect with that. I think what helps us the most is probably psyche. I don't know if we can do it yet though. So there is that. Oh, it's really hard to like activate those. Can't do it anyway. Okay, it's fine. Let's confront Titus again.
It's you again. What is it?
Alright, bro. Step up. We got another questioning. Let's go with the rape victim again.
Seriously, man. Fine. Fire away. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, Klaasje says she wasn't raped.
Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
Okay.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels betrayed.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
She trusts me more than she does you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Cut the bullshit, she told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her. And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking
hit you. Duck.
Oh, thank you, reaction
Titus
speech.
Hardy.
Her voice rings through the room like a warning shot.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters. A mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
Also, I will listen to it in private. Why should I care about this tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
You're goddamn right, and I have a lot of those.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Why don't I shoot you, my dude?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
His voice echoes like thunder in the small room.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
Alright, that's enough for now. I'll get back to the investigation.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Fine, I'll listen to it.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
I'm sure this guy has a lot of bad shit that he did, but we'll see if that tape has any meaning. They're really on their last rope. Yeah, let's go up there and listen to it if we can. Can I not? Can I not play it? What's happening though? Okay, let me just yeah, I don't want to buy anything from like the pawn shop, so let me just see if we can listen to it here. Dried Maybells, interact button on the inventory. Oh, we can...
6 crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
What's this, Kim?
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
That's an interesting detail. I mean, he wasn't a soldier, but he was a mercenary.
This flower is a spring flower, but it's a bit early for that, isn't it?
Does this flower blossom in early spring?
Yes, but not this early. Not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
Is it a coincidence it being on the roof?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
Who pinned them? Which side?
The revolutionaries, so the communards and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too. It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War.
Okay, very well. What the flower back in
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand. Wait, have you noticed there's a war veteran playing a ball game on the plaza? You should ask him about the flowers.
Oh, we can ask Renee. Okay, cool. A magnetape acquired from Titus Hardy supposedly holds recordings of the mercenary task force radio communication recorded via a de-encryption station. Not a good omen. Requires a boombox to play. I do have a boombox, right?
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Play the tape.
You push Command Set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
Ah.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
He's right.
Mm-hmm.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too.
Great door gunner mega mix. Okay.
Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style.
I mean, that is... Right, okay, that's a confession of possible intent.
Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
Clicked in silence. The rest of the tape is empty.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrete on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
What was that at the very end? Silence?
End of recording.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
I mean, he used the word rape, but he could have used it in another context. You can, but you can edit the words together. But he also sounded inebriated.
Still.
And looks at the tape. You are familiar with this look now. It's his look of suspicion.
There's more going on here than we know.
There is. Who is Cordy?
One of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his?
What's Kohoi? I had amnesia, Kim.
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
The South Safre conflict is an ongoing proxy war between Grad and Safre. It has been hot for 12 years, with the atrocities piling on, mostly committed by the Grad.
You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service.
I mean, our scab leader already filled in some context of that.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
Okay, then what now?
I think we've got a few more questions for Klaasje, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back to the cheery radio again, spewing out beats like it's a Friday night. The contrast feels chilly, inappropriate even.
All right. We're just going in there with the boombox, okay? We're going in with the boombox. DJ Detective is here with his good old trusty boombox. And we have to change again. I'm sorry, boys. This is just how it goes. Don't have to change that. We want a little bit more empathy in this bitch. Also, I think we can like esprit de corps our way into this. Electrochemistry gloves are cool. I'm fine with perception. Shivers is not what we need right now. Neither do we need pain threshold. Empathy is good. Empathy is important. Drama, no. Authority, no. Suggestion minus, we don't need that. Where was the volition? Where was the volition, my friends? Somewhere here was the volition. Over here, it's with the short, so we can go with some volition on that one. Don't know what that did. Drama, we don't need the drama right now. Honey, I don't need the drama. I don't need the drama. Keep it at home. Don't need to minus our perception here. Yeah, visual calculus. Not that much. We go up with logic. I don't like the authority though. It's fine. Daijoubu. Alright. Let's talk to her.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Titusada gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring. As the porcelain meets the metal table, this does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
Okay.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
She knows the exact wording. That's interesting. Those are the exact words he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
She picks the cup back up.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Kohoi was mentioned.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Do you think he was trying to scare people? Why say things like that, Machismo?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Persona? Identity?
She's quite observant about the human character. Trained to observe, even.
Did you learn this from studying Oronese Lit? Sounds psychological. Persona, coping mechanism could also be a thing.
People who go to university know how to use words like internalize and integrate, officer. Now, what was that expression?
There's more to this. She has an index in her head of pathologies and how to exploit them. I can almost see her turn the pages.
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
Lely.
He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
When he said he was done, and done mentally, it didn't sound like a joke. Sounded like a deeply troubled man.
That's judgmental, so it's like probably pushing her off. At best, she's gonna scoff at what you're saying. You like this kind of stuff is like It's too suggestive, I feel, right? Like, it's like, I mean, maybe, right? But that's not where we're going with that. Weren't you afraid? Obviously, clearly she probably wasn't. He said he was mentally done. That sounds like a broken man to me.
Well, maybe I pieced him back together with my magical personality.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, no, we're going for this anyway, right? Like, now, like, she's being coy so we can be coy back.
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Quohoy here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
Okay. Solace, maybe, right? Having some fun times as much as he could.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Okay. Control, power.
What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Yeah, you had a little bit of time. Can you tell us something about him?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad.
Okay.
It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
His real name wasn't his. Interesting. Trouble with his family in the past, right? Rejection of his actual last name and the given name. Maybe adopted, maybe an orphan.
Lelystad. That's a good start.
Then writes it down in his note.
We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations, recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
I love Inland Empire. Like the way, like the poetic way Inland Empire expresses everything. Where's Lelystad, the place I mean?
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
Right.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities.
Of course, I would know that.
Of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
So basically, literally, the end of the world.
Oranje? Oranje's map of waterways? This fits with his tattoo.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
I was wrong. You were both from Oranje?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together was in Oranje.
It was bad habits. Mm-hmm.
No love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
A military man, but not a patriot?
No. He left the national service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind.
Jaded mercenary.
He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
You don't seem like much of a patriot yourself.
There is nothing on Muindi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Orania did bring us together. In loathing.
Mm-hmm.
I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
She looks around the wind in her hair. How old was he?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no.
Memory makes her smile.
We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Yeah, I mean, a stranger, right?
Looks like you were right, officer.
Kim's like, yes, you were right here. You were wrong here. I'm like, no, please. It's fine. The lieutenant taps on his notebook once, as though assigning some kind of point.
Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
I did not know this was a competition, Kim.
It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport.
So we both collect points for our team. That's nice.
This is clearly sports for him. Something like archery or darts.
Still about getting hits right and not missing.
That's too pinball for me. I just like to get autopsies right on the first try. Where were we?
He's lying.
His eye color.
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
I mean, she sounds like she's in love, to be honest, or was in love. I mean, she still is, right? A person dying doesn't mean we're not in love anymore.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke.
Okay.
I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Kim, I said put the brilliantine on the form. Do I get a point?
No.
He answers ready. But I put it down there. Point to the red autopsy slip.
Okay, sure. Here you go. What else are we missing, officer?
This is what it is. Kim, give me my points. I deserve them. He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
You liked it?
Quite a lot, yes.
It was an Oranese map of the waterways? It was a map of his service history. That's what we thought, right?
Sure, service history. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Oranese lit?
Ooh. Is this Oranese lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Oranese lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself.
He leans even further back to demonstrate.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?"
All right.
And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that."
Okay.
So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
It's very interesting, right? How that seems to be cool by society's standards, right? It's also very interesting, though, how it functions as we said earlier, as a coping mechanism for him, right? Because he's like, I've done all this horrible shit, and technically that's like a morally despicable thing, right? But by being able to brag with it, to make it part of your strength, right? Part of your like, oh, I have a lot of mental scars. I saw some shit. I did some horrible shit, but I regret it, right? It's like, damn, there was a lot that I did and I hated it. It's kind of just almost like you're this tortured soul. I mean, you are, but also just like to the outside. You're almost justifying, or not justifying, but you're showing people that, oh, actually, I'm a good guy, but circumstances were the way they were, and I kind of gotten like roped into doing these things, these horrible things, and now I have to live with that, right? That's kind of makes for a good story. It's like that kind of bad moral character mixed with some conscience and some willingness and desire to better oneself. That's kind of very appealing from some angles, right?
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean?
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
She pours herself some more coffee.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Oranje needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money.
Mm-hmm.
He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Semenine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Good story, thanks. Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
That's a very interesting question, but it's also a very corny question, I would assume. Could it be love that did him in?
It very well could be, yes.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean?
He told me love did him in.
That's not funny, officer.
Her voice is like a slash through the air.
Ouch.
Her shoulders tense up.
I knew it. I think we're finished with this line of questioning. That was a minus point just now.
All right.
Lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Can we ask one more question about this?
Not my favorite topic, but okay. How about we... Yeah?
Where does that door lead to? Oh yeah, that's...
You tell me, officer, when you've kicked it down. I've been wondering myself, but I'm light of foot. Not a good door kicker.
Okay, ma'am. I need access to your apartment to later on maybe kick it. Thank you very much. I understand. This is part of a police investigation.
All right.
So many thoughts. Okay.
Fairweather T500.
Okay. Fairweather T500.
Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something something radio weapon? None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
Okay. Plus 2 hand-eye coordination against enemies in FT500 armor. That's cool. If we ever need to fight somebody in that armor, that will be cool. Damn, I need to actually decide if we need to forget some thoughts or not. Actually, write it in the comments. If we should forget some thoughts, let me know, because this would be very interesting to know. Also, we can level up, but when... I don't know what I want to level up, so... We're gonna save it. We only got 1 point anyway, so we're gonna save it for when we need to make a check again. I mean, we could repeat one of the check, like the volition check. Could actually do that. Number 8. Number 8. This could be cool. I mean, we could try it.
Now that you've acquired some stimulants, it's time for a little pick-me-up. Time to detect.
Damn, I can't quick save. Do we detect or do we not detect? Let's go.
You raise the peptide bottle, press one nostril closed, and inhale furiously with the other. The rush is almost immediate.
Mamma
now the
mia.
taste is slowly receding into your throat. The rush is growing in intensity, your little heart pounding like a bird in a cage. A sweat breaks out across your brow. Your jaw clenches. And, let's be honest, there's a little chest pain. The good kind, of course. You may want to blast a nosophed or something. You could work with this high. Like, literally work. Solve the case. File some papers.
We heard this already, but I love it.
Then solve another case. Then start a side investigation into the paranatural. Then build a radio computer. Whoa, this shit is strong. This shit is disco.
It is.
Time for a little truth. Tell the lieutenant you did some. Clear the air.
Kim, I did a little speed. I hope you don't mind. It was for professional reasons.
I'm not your mother. I don't care. Do what you have to do.
As long as you remain functional, he thinks. Now, let's get back to work.
Let's boogie.
Spring, spring. Everything is clear around you.
In the bottom right corner.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
That's what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old.
Where's this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder?
That would be very interesting to know how old Harry is. I swear, if he's in the 30s, I'm gonna burst laughing.
You could ask either one of them.
Kim, how old do you think I am?
Huh?
How old do I look?
How old? 58?
God, that's really old, really?
You asked.
Maybe you're wrong. You were wrong about the disease too. He was way younger.
He was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
I feel like I've been decomposing for longer than that.
On the bright side, you've been getting a lot of exercise lately.
The ravages of Al Ghul are nearly as extreme as that of death itself, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
There's silence. Then a little more. Here it comes. Mercy.
Sure, you're 42. Let's go?
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on, I'm not afraid of
To
the
the
truth.
laboratorium.
Okay, what do we have here? Date of birth generator, oh god. Your face looks like it's 58 and your body feels like it's 60. Your mind feels like it's lived for 1 day or 100, both longer than they ought to be, the day and the century. But for how long then has this thing attached to your sentience walked the planet's crust? Time to start racking those brains of yours, Elder One. When and where were you born? I love Disco Elysium. And actually with that... Oh, we have +1 psyche. Let me see, can I?
Officer.
Oh, I need to unlock the volition check, right? Actually, let me quick save. Let me go in here. We're gonna go for 1 volition, level up. let's go. And we're going to go in and see what that is all
Officer,
about.
It's a fine day for questions.
Just like the last time. Light brown eyes look back at you. All is as it was.
I'm dead.
You feel cigarette fume rise from her lips. She's just as beautiful. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit. Miss Aranye Disco Dancer. You want to put your hand on her back and feel it arch.
Okay, subwoofer. Whoa. We will avert our eyes.
The
Okay.
strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
All right. So this is us being tempted. I mean, I was pretty sure we were being tempted, but I wasn't 100%. All right, with that, I would say we'll bring this episode of Disco Elysium to a close. I hope I'll be able to provide you with another one very, very soon. And I hope you enjoyed this. We made some progress. Talked to Klaasje, talked to Titus a couple of times, talked to our scab leader, and found out a little bit more. When we next meet, when we have our next episode, we are going to try and run around a little bit, find out some more stuff. First of all, we want to find the Sunday friend again. We want to talk to Titus again. And maybe later though, right? Maybe we're going to talk to Titus after we've done a round, right? And we wanted to talk to Renee about like the flowers, right? And their meaning. We still wanted to call the public library, and we still wanted to call for the dead guy at the pier, unfortunately. But that's it for this episode 16 of Disco Elysium. It has been absolute cinema, as it always has been. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.